Hey, what is up guys? Guitar here. Welcome back to another Brown Dust video. Alright, today we're gonna talk about the patch notes for global Asia and EU servers basically, and I believe Taiwan and Japan as well. So we'll be getting all of these new things. Of course, we will not be getting Yuri or Frisia. Those are in Korea server. So if you guys have not checked out that video where I cover those particular ones, I'll link it in the description below. So we'll be looking at what we are getting, basically Christina and Glacia. So I think most of us know that they are coming somewhere in the month of January. We do know that they are coming for sure, but whether or not they are coming in the early or mid or end of January, most of us still do not have the news until last week where they released the patch notes, and it has been confirmed 9th of January. Alright, so let's jump onto the patch notes right now. So this is what we are getting. So January 9th update. So that's in about a week's time or less than it, depending on when are you watching this video or when I'm uploading it. But we're going to get the update for Glacia, Christina, Iris and Maria. All of them will be getting their own companions, Aisha, Katsi, Melodia and Laurentia. Of course, we are getting 2 new sub-stories that they will be adding for Glacia, Christina, Iris and Maria with the addition of the new companions. Alright, so this is Aisha. Glacia's companion, plus 15, she's going to be broken. Same for Katsi, for Christina, plus 15, she's going to be so OP. Melodia, from what I heard, she's pretty good in Novice as well. So I will be most likely building her, and I will be replacing her with my Corette. So I will stick with Serendia, I'll be using her, Melodia, and who's the other 4-star? Cry. Cry shall remain. So I'm not going to use Bellacier and whatnot. So if you guys love Bellacier so much, go ahead and stick to her. I will not personally build a Bellacier. I do have a Bellacier at plus 8 or plus 9, but nah, not going to plus 15 her. I'm going to be building a Melodia instead. Alright, and we have Laurentia. Alright, so she is Maria's companion. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Maria though. I know she's pretty OP and she definitely get an improved range at plus 15, which is gonna be easy for a lot of players because she's a 3-star, but not sure if I'll be swapping out any of my... I don't think I'm using any mages in my Novice Arena setup. I used to run at least 2 mages, usually 1 or 2. Usually it will be Noel or Maria. But it has been quite some time since... Yeah, Maria was very useful when John Acha was a thing back then, I think. And when Cry comes, it just... like, there's no point anymore. And I think from that point onwards, I guess Maria's usage just dips down a little bit, but hopefully this will bring her back into the meta. So we will see for sure. She's going to be one of the strongest 3-star mage that you can obtain right now. Obviously she's not Nartus or anything, so she's not going to be super dominant, and I believe she can still be taunted. We're going to check out her skills later when she comes out. Of course, I've done an analysis before. I will do that again, hopefully, once we get the skills description in English. Okay, so Evil Castle update. So we have Floor 51 till 55th. Okay, so they'll be adding it with new monsters, a bunch of it. There's this vampire looking dude, alright, vampire muscular looking dude, vampire lady, alright, cool. January 22nd update. So January 22nd is where we will be getting the Soul Gears update as well. I mean the Soul Gears discount. So make sure, if you guys are not aware of it, make sure to save up a bunch of gold and soul stones. Alright, because those will, basically you'll be able to obtain them at a discounted price once you start purchasing them at bulk. Alright, so Conquest update. So this is basically the new guild versus guild Conquest mode. Alright, so you can participate in it if you join a guild. Of course, 3 guilds will battle each other in a 1 versus 1 fashion in real time on a new place called the Sky Island. So I know the fighting formation, the fighting format is going to be a little bit different from what I know, from what I've seen. So how to enter? Just like Guild Wars, enter Conquest by going to the match. Once you enter Conquest, a new NPC Spatty will guide you through the rules. Okay, so there are 2 modes in the Conquest feature, 10 participant mode and 20 participant mode. I believe this is just like Guild Wars. Alright, Guild Wars, only the guild leaders can select how many castles they want. They either want 10 or 20. But most of the top guilds, if you are in the top 20 guild, it makes sense for you to select 20. Alright, unless you are in a super inactive guild that you are just trying to get by surviving the ranks. If you are in a super inactive guild, you only have 10 active members, then it makes more sense to go for 10 participant mode. Alright, so guild members who have set their Conquest formation can be selected as participants. Cool. So appoint commander. Guild leader and deputy leaders can appoint 1 to 3 commanders. There must be at least 1 commander in order to start the conquest. After being appointed as a commander, you will be able to take actions during the commander battle period. Use the shared conquer chances and use guild members conquest formation to defend, fortify a zone or attack. Seems complicated, so you can appoint from 1 to 3 commanders. I mean, wouldn't the guild leaders just appoint themselves as commanders anyway? Why would they appoint someone else as commander? I have no idea, but from what I'm seeing so far, it makes more sense for the guild leader to try to pick this up themselves and appoint themselves as the commander so that they can actually lead properly. And yeah, this is something that perhaps is gonna need some learning curve. You might screw up in the first couple of battles for sure, but hopefully from that point onwards you're gonna get used to it, just like how we are in the new Guild Wars format right now. Okay, just like the defense formation for Guild Wars, a formation must be set for Conquest mode. Makes sense. Most likely, most players, I would say 80 to 90% of the players out there is gonna use the same formation in Conquest mode, I believe. Unless you're hardworking enough, you're gonna set like one particular formation for Guild Wars, one formation for Conquest mode. Maybe you can do that. Oh my god, the bike is so loud. Apologize for that, guys. So unlike the Guild Wars, the formation set for Conquest can be used for both defense and offense. You can view the formation that the guild members have set by going to View Formation. Conquest mode procedure. Similar to Guild Wars, Conquest will follow the preparation, apply, matching, battle, result procedures. Season of Conquest will last for 2 weeks, consisting of 24 different Conquest matches. Okay, it gets really complicated, seems like. 2 weeks, 24 different matches. That's a lot. Over the course of 2 weeks. Wait, how do you get 24? There's only 7 days per week. Assuming that there's only 7 days a week and you get 1 battle every single day. So 2 weeks, shouldn't it be only 14 different matches? Why is there 24? I have no idea. Maybe there's more than 1 matches per day. It seems like. I guess it's good if you are feeling bored with the game. So now there's something additional. It's mostly for veteran players. Again, this is not something that I think beginners really wanted or asked for, at least. It's going to be hard for beginners anyways, because you won't have much good units to be placing in this Conquest mode. Alright, so once the Conquest match starts, each of the 3 guilds will be placed in one of the 3 corners. Each participant can use their conquer chances to conquer selected zones. Okay, so makes sense. It must be adjacent to the other zone that is already conquered. Conquer chances will reset 3 times during the match. Unused conquer chances will not carry over the reset. Makes sense. Alright, so scoring. At the end of each round, the number of conquered zones will determine the amount of points your guild receive. The zone with vast amount of magic stones, called the magic stone shrines, cannot be directly conquered. Alright, so once a guild conquers all 6 adjacent zones, the shrine will be automatically conquered. So when you conquer a magic stone shrine, grants much higher points than conquering regular zones. Makes sense. Alright, so this is the calculation that's apparently, I mean, if your guild is like striving to always be number 1, I guess this is a point that makes sense, but I guess you're gonna pick it up slowly anyway. So basically, points earned from current round equals to number of conquered zones times 100 plus number of conquered shrines times 1000. So obviously conquering shrines will give you 10 times more points than just basic zones. So points accumulated this way will determine the final rankings. I'm more interested in the rewards. Alright, defense formation. Commanders can fortify a zone by placing 1 defense formation on a conquered zone. A fortified zone that has a defense formation placed on it can defend up to 3 times. Makes sense. When a defense formation loses or defends against 3 attacks, the formation will be removed from the zone. Okay, so you cannot move around the formation elsewhere until the next reset. Makes sense. Just like Guild Wars, you cannot change your formation while the battle is going on. I mean, it makes sense, right? So while it's still going on, you have to stick with that. So reset for the defense formation will happen 3 times during the match. Okay, so when you're attacking a defense formation, you can use the conquer chance. Alright, defending formation will attack first in the battle, just like regular Guild Wars. Alright, so it's no different right there. And if you are victorious, the defense formation will be removed from the zone, and the zone will be instantly conquered by the attacker. Alright, so upon pressing the start battle, the battle's result will show up without showing the battle. Oh, okay, so you can, it's a fast forward format version. You can just view the battle results immediately. Kind of cool. Of course, you can always watch via replay, so that's what they are saying. So there's this thing called fog. During the first half of the conquest, there will be fog on the field. This fog will allow you to see zones that are conquered and the zones adjacent to them. Okay, so those fog will be removed, will disappear at the second half of the conquest. Okay, how it looks like ideally. Alright, makes sense. I assume those purple pinkish looking colored things are the temple or whatever. Those are the one that gives more points, right? Okay, so warp will be activated on second half. Cannot be conquered, and anyone can attack or conquer the zones adjacent to warps. Commanders can place flags down on zones. 5 flags can be placed. This limit is shared by all of the commanders. Okay, can be freely placed and removed. So if you have 3 different commanders in your team, imagine all 3 of them will be like, I want to place the flag right here. No, we're gonna place the flag right there. Shut up. And it will end up being guild battle amongst each of the members, not guild versus guild anymore. It's no longer a conquest battle. It's like commanders fighting with each other in placing the flags. So I think it's better to just appoint it at one commander, you know, to avoid argument for argument's sake. Shield. All zones will receive shields for 30 minutes upon conquering. In order to remove the shield, attacker will need to use 2 conquer chances. Shields will be removed regardless of whether the attack was successful or not. Okay, so rewards, hooray! Conquest rewards consists of season rewards, battle rewards, and participation rewards. Season rewards will be given out at the end of each season. The rewards are the same as the Guild Wars ranking rewards. Pop, if it's actually the same, that means you're getting diamonds and ancient coins. That means if you guys are in a terrible, horrible, horrendous guild right now, leave them ASAP. Alright, ancient coins are too valuable for you to be like limiting yourself staying in the top 100 guild. When you think you deserve a top 50 guild, go ahead, apply. Alright, do not stay in a top 150 guild or top 200 guild where, you know, 90% of the players are inactive. You are crippling yourself in the long run. Alright, every single season, Guild Wars and this Conquest thing will give, apparently it will give ancient coins and diamonds. So rewards are the same as the Guild Wars ranking rewards. Battle rewards will be given out depending on the result of the Conquest match. Alright, participation rewards will be given out immediately as guild badges after using conquer chances. Hooray! So now you get a chance to earn more guild badges. So I'm guessing this is more of a solution to what happens in the Guild Wars, because in current Guild Wars, basically in my time zone, the reset time is always at 1 AM. It's 1 in the morning literally for every single guild battle. So every single time when it resets, everyone is just going to rush in and boom, attack all the way. Alright, so when you wake up in the morning, you're left with all the weaker guilds. Sometimes it's even empty. Sometimes there's no castles for you to attack at all. So yeah, if you're trying to earn as much guild badges as you can, it's hard, especially if you are in an active guild. Now, if you are in an inactive guild where only like 5 players attack, that's fine. You have plenty of chance. But if you are in an active guild like me, and I do think that perhaps the top 20 guilds are all active players, you're gonna see, you know, actually players trying to fight for the guild badges, ideally. Obviously, in a more, like my guild, everyone is pretty mature, you know, no one is like childish or anything. If we need attacks, we can just let everyone else know, hey, can you reserve 2 attacks for me, things like that, and it's fine. But right now we have another method to actually earn more guild badges. That is cool. That is cool. Alright, so new costume to celebrate Lunar New Year will be added. So obviously guys, you guys know who that is, right? It's Iris. So we have a new Iris costume. I'm pretty hyped about it because Iris is getting rework, and getting a new costume makes sense. It makes sense, right? We're gonna use her anyway in a novice, so why not just give her a new costume? I hate it when they give you a costume for a unit that's like super out of meta and no one will ever use that particular unit, like what's the point, right? At least they give it on Iris, which makes sense once she gets rework. I'm guessing that most players will start using her again. Alright, so peace mission change. We are getting, after January 9th update, this is huge. We're gonna get 5-star skill books and mercenaries as opposed to 4-star skill books right now that we are having. So this is huge because 5-star skill books, they are no longer scarce. It used to be a thing where many players complain, oh man, how do you get 5-star skill books? It's so hard to farm for them, they're time gated and etc. But now, you're getting them, they're flowing in like water, baby. They're flowing in like water, easy pieces. You'll be getting a lot of 5-star skill books. So I guess that means you can build pretty much any units that you want. Easily. Alright, so Narisa's world history. Do people even read those? I never really read those, but I guess it's cool for those of you who enjoyed the lore and things of whatnot. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Should I purchase this? Maybe I'll buy it at the end of the month. Alright, so don't forget to purchase your legend skill books, which are super time gated every single month. So with the inclusion of Conquest mode, so this means that for most players, it's achievable to actually purchase 2 legend skill books every month. Like, it's actually doable after this guild conquest thing, considering that you are actually an active player and you are in an active guild. Alright, I cannot help you if you are joining like a top 200 guild or something which are only like 3 players active. So you gotta figure that out yourself. Alright, so do keep that in mind. Ancient coins, they are very scarce. Very important for you to be earning them consistently. Alright, so that concludes the video. I'm hyped for Glacia and Christina. So hopefully once they come out, I'm gonna do a pull video, a mass pull. Hopefully we'll be getting, I think I'll aim for Christina first. Glacia should be second in priority. Alright, so if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
We'd stay up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk and then hook up. We were okay, we were alright. Staying awake till the sunrise. We were in love, couldn't stop us. Like a good drug, never run. We hook up in my car.